Hello you all and welcome to another battle report. We're still in the trying out part of 9th Age, so here's my Lizardmen versus a Dwarf list. So to start, we start with a picture of this flank for the Dwarf. In that swamp he have an organ gun, and then you have a unit of 15 Slayer with a Demon Slayer niche, which is very cool. And here's kind of a weird situation that occurred during this game. I never think about this before, but I deployed my Chameleon Skinks, and then he deployed his, you can see behind that realm gates, you have a unit of Quarters who can be scouts now, and then he dropped them in his deployment zone, and you can actually do that, so that was a kind of a failure for me. So my reaction to that was dropping my Jungle Swarm there so I could flee, hopefully, and they are unbreakable, so there's no problem there. He will, if I could roll a 7 or a 6 or something with the Chameleon Skinks, they would run over the swarms and get away, and either he can try a long shot for my Jungle Swarm, or he will just fail a charge, which is very good too. But it was a kind of a big fail of me. Smart of him to notice that. You can see I also have 3 Pterodons who have vanguarded up next to my scouting Chameleon Skinks, whose objective will be to take out the organ gun next turn. Then I have a unit of Skinks there with a level 1 Lord of Beast with a signature spell, and Troglodyte. I will keep using the old name for everything. And I actually have behind that hill a Slan who have the signature spell from all of the 8 lords, which is cool because my plan here is use the beacon rule to shoot spells out from the Troglodytes and my level 1 wizards who will run around the field, and this land will just hide behind that impasse terrain. Here is the dwarf other flank. He have a unit of dwarf warriors, a big bus of them, a bomber, a unit of hammers, I think have a rune lord in the hammers, and a BSB and a runesmith in the other warriors. Then you have a unit of callers and a unit of iron drakes. I cannot remember what his runes were. I think he have some runes gave 5 upward against missiles, but that's it. He has some other runes too, especially the Demon Slayer was pretty brutal in combat, so we will see what kind of runes he might have. So my other flank, you can see the Stegodon, the Lizardmen, and my unit of Skinks hiding as far back as they possibly can, a Salamander, a unit of Skinks with my level 2 Lord Beast this time to fill out some points. Then I have my second Troglodyte. I actually have 2 Troglodons before 9th Age start. That's how much I love that model, because it's I think it's the best Games Workshop model that have been produced for the last 10 years, and that says a lot because they have some really cool models in the other armies. And then we have the Razordon. Yeah, Razordon is the correct name for that one. Well, the dwarf get the first turn and he charged, and I made that 7 or 6 roll with the Chameleon Skinks, and they bounce over the Jungle Swarm, and he chose to not run into them because then I would charge them next turn with the Troglodyte. So that's his charging phase. Here you can see the rest of his movement. He pushes up his warriors a bit, but that's it. Organ gun it might kill a Chameleon Skink. I don't remember. It was long range, hard cover, skirmish, chameleon, so hard to actually do anything. This layer sidesteps a bit, but that's it. Well, over to the dinosaurs first turn. My main block stays back, and on the other flank I pushes forward a bit to try to put the Troglodyte within range of the throwing fireball at the Slayers, and the Pterodon move up next to them. I don't know why I moved him there. I should have moved him somewhere else. Now he will just shoot them off with the organ gun, which is stupid from my part. Camille skins in the forest, they do shoot down the organ gun, which is good, but unfortunately he has his gyrocopter, who will just move over them and let down the bombs. Jungle Swarm is probably the worst fail of them all, because he will charge them with his Slayer, he will pretty much kill them and overrun into my skinks. I actually don't have any excuse for this turn at all. I think this game in general will be my worst game ever, because I was so tired. I much at work, no excuses, but I was really tired when I played this game. So if you see any mistake that I usually not make, not the one that I do make, but unusual mistake from my part, that's of lack of sleep, not of something else. Here you can see I pushed them up a bit just to be within range to fire some spits and arrows. Salamander spit on the hammers didn't do much at all. Magic Phase was a total failure. I tried 4 dice fireball. I think the big version I failed it by 1, so that pretty much screwed up my whole Magic Phase. For the dwarf, second turn, you can see what he did here. He charges the Slayer into the swarms, and the Yara Bomber moves over my Chameleon Kings, killing them. I think I only did 1 wound to his organ gun in the shooting phase. Didn't roll a lot of 6s, unfortunately. Otherwise, shooting the organ gun did 5 out of 6 wounds on the Pterodons, and the Crawlers did 1 wound on the Troglodon. On the other flank, he didn't do much. His flame-spitting Iron Breakers, Iron Drakes, did kill off my Razordon. Well, his Slayer actually overrun into my Skinks. They got Swifts right now, which is very weird for me, for the Dwarf on foot having Swift Stride. So when he overruns, I was just shocked. Totally. But I'm told you a lot of 3 times that they have Swift right now, but I'm so tired I have forgotten. So that was a very unpleasant surprise. When I think about it, I think he must have rolled 3 dice when he shot the Jungle Swarms anyway, but I must have missed that part too, unfortunately. Yeah, he overruns the Skinks, and the Skinks will get butchered next turn. Probably. So the Lizardmen turn. What I do in my turn? The Troglodon and the 1 remaining Pterodon charges his Crawlers. Chameleon Kings move up to hopefully shoot down that Yarrow Bomber, and yeah, that's it for this flank. Well, not much happened in the Magic Phase. Ridiculously, Dwarf are very good at dispelling stuff. Unfortunately, his Crawlers stick, and I only did 2 wounds on the Yara Bomber with the Chameleon Kings. And yeah, other flank I just keep my distance. That's it for my turn, and you will see who slaughtered my Skinks in the combat between the Slayers and the Skinks, and that's it. Dwarf turn 3, and you can see on this flank he's coming closer towards me. Well, this flank I forgot the Yara Bomber had the bombing bullshit, and he just fly over my Chameleon Kings and killed them off. Unfortunately, I thought he would charge or something. I'm no excuses this time either. It's just tiresomeness from this part. Okay, this is actually where I moved my units. This is no joke. I backed off against Dwarf because he was so aggressive, running forward to me. I don't want these Slayers into my monster, so I backed them backward. The Skinks cannot take the Iron Breakers. The Troglodon cannot take the heat from the Iron Drake, so he ran next to the board edge. and the salamander move up a bit to spit at his slayer, but that's it. I'm keeping my distance. Magic didn't do anything. The giant bow from the Stegodon did manage to kill his organ gun, which was kind of nice. So over to Dwarf turn 4. This picture just showed that his callers sticked in the combat between the Troglodon and the Pterodon, so next turn his bomber will have a flank charge on my Pterodon. So now truly for Dwarf turn 4, his Gyro Bomber flank charge my Pterodon. Rest of his army pushes forward. He don't really have much of a shooting left. I think a skink here and there might die from the crossbow, but nah, nothing of significant. Well, Lizardmen turn 4. You don't think I could do more castling? Well, think again. What I did here is, for the first, he's Bus Warrior unit. I don't want that to come into combat, so I have 2 Skinks Chief standing up on a line. They will flee from his bus. They will all run over that salamander, and pretty much he will fail charge. Otherwise, his Longbeard can feel free to charge the front of my Skinks. He would not break them because I'm steadfast. His Iron Drakes have a long charge into my Skinks if they not want to shoot at them. I put my Bastildon in the flank to get far away from his Slayers. Stegodon move out of arc, and Troglodon move out of fire from the Fire Drakes. And that's it for movement. Well, magic didn't do much, shooting nothing at all, almost, I would say. Actually, I did kill his caller up in the corner, or if it was next turn. But we will see later in the photos. And you can see here his bus charges. I did the double flee maneuver and get away. His Iron Break did not charge, and his Fire Drakes did just shoot at the Skinks instead, killing 1 or 2 of them. But no big deal. So this is actually what happened in Dwarf turn 5. Yeah, unfortunately it must have been my turn 4. I did kill off the callers and his bomber kill off my Pterodon. So what happened then is in my turn, spit at his Gyro Bomber. I did not kill it, and then in his turn 5 he flew over the Troglodon, dropped some bombs, and unfortunately the Troglodon fall to his death. So over to the dinosaurs turn 5. What I did here is I sacrificed the salamander to his bus to keep them away from charging my skink unit, because they can actually break my steadfast. I threw up the skink chief in front of his slayers to stop them from doing something stupid. But otherwise, yeah. I actually got off some magic this turn. He have just dwarf. The spelling power is really high. And yeah, so I could not do much with my level 4 slan because he had plus 6 or 5 to dispel. I honestly don't remember, but he have a lot of buffs on dispel, so I couldn't do much towards him. But anyways, you can see he have only 2 slayers and the demon slayer remaining in that slayer block, which is very good. Dwarf turn 6, he will stand and grind versus my skink. Will not happen anything in my turn 6 either, so they will just be locked up there in combat. His Iron Drakes fail charge on my skinks. His bus goes into my salamander's ass. Well, the demon slayer charged into the Bastildon, and he has some ridiculous multiple wounds, D3 impact hits with also multiple wounds, strength 10, so we'll just kill the Bastildon on impact hits. Dinosaurs turn 6, he didn't overrun. He of course killed my salamander, didn't overrun into my King Chief, my slan goes up and actually casts the first spell during the whole game, through himself and kill off the last Slayer. I think it was Fireball or Shames, but it doesn't really matter that much. Well, to start with, this picture is actually not upside down because I have no clue about technical stuff. This is just upside down to mindfuck you all. But as you can see, the Stegodon charged into the Demon Slayer. I think this Stegodon have 2d6, strength 6, d3 impact hits, or if it's 1d6 or something. It was very cool, and I thought the odds were on my side to actually kill that Demon Slayer. I roll 3 hits. I roll a 1, a 1, and a 3. He fails ward save. I roll d3 wounds. I roll 2 wounds, so he survived that attack, and he slaughtered my Triceratops, which is the new name for this Stegodon. I remember right now. But anyway, it ended up being, of course, a loss for Lizardmen, but not as bad as it could be. Thinking about this is probably the worst game of Warhammer I played for the last couple of years, I think. But anyway, 5 point isn't so bad. If my Triceratops would have killed his Demon Slayer, we would have a draw. So yeah, it's okay, I guess, taking some loss, even if you play from time to time. It's very, very shitty. Yeah, but that's it. I hope you enjoyed this. Have any question? Feel free to like them. So comment them below, and I will try to answer them as soon as I can. Find anything on more on my strategy drawing that I didn't point out, please comment that as well. Feel free to like and start subscribing if you want more of this, and have a nice one.